Hello, my name is Katie Ely, and this is my amazing resources presentation on three articles about Makerspace and two websites showcasing Makerspace. Article 1, Agency in the Making, Analyzing Students' Transformative Agency in a School-Based Makerspace. A group of fifth grade students were given three Makerspace projects in the course of a semester, and the researchers observed the following. The first project was to move a car with a power kit, but the students were mostly frustrated because they were looking for instructions and guidance from the teacher. When they had to navigate on their own, it created a lot of frustration, disappointment, and they were dejected. In the second project, the students were led by joint and collective efforts, and rather than asking the instructors for assistance, they relied more upon each other, which led to student-driven makerspace activity of creating a manufactured garment with LED lights with enjoyment. In the final project of creating of various kinds of earrings, the students started following their ideas and deviated from instructions and came up with their creative designs, which led to an interest-driven engagement. A major takeaway from this experiment is students innately look to instructors for guidance and directions, thus getting frustrated and upset when no directions were given. However, over time, when the students were given free range to create their ideas without restrictions, they were more engaged, collaborative, and creative. One thing I can apply to my classroom and eventually my library is giving minimal guidance and directions during the makerspace activities to allow for innovative ideas to come to life. Article 2, Teacher Interventions in Students' Collaborative Work in Technology-Rich Educational Makerspace. During makerspace activities with students ages ranging from 9 to 12 years old, researchers observed whether the interventions were initiated by students or by teachers and the type of the interventions. The research indicated 60% of the interventions were initiated by students and 40 were initiated by teachers, which indicated the students continued to lean heavily on traditional role of looking for guidance and modeling from the teacher. In the course of the researchers' observation, 5 teachers' interventions were observed. First, conceptual, students lacking content knowledge. 2, procedural, how to locate and use materials. 3, technological, addressing technological issues with equipment. 4, behavioral, student disruption. And 5, motivational, lacking motivation in the makerspace. The largest intervention was 38% with the conceptual issues as students had difficulties with concepts or completing the challenge. The less frequent intervention was from the teacher was motivation with 3%. Within the teacher intervention strategies, 3 dominant strategies were observed. 1, authorities where teachers took charge of students' work. 2, orchestrating where teachers listen and try to be mediator between the students. And the third, unleashing where teachers encourage students to compare and test their ideas. One major takeaway from this research is that it was fairly even when it came to initial intervention by students or teachers, and when the initial interventions were made by teachers, majority of it was based on conception, a lack of knowledge. Therefore, if students have greater prior knowledge, then I believe the initial intervention from the teachers would decrease. One thing I can apply from this research is giving students more opportunities for background knowledge before introducing makerspace activities, so there'll be less interventions from the teacher because of the prior knowledge and the students already possess. Article 3, Democratizing the Makerspace Movement, a case study of one public school system's makerspace program. A Madison Public Library in Madison, Wisconsin launched a bubbler program for a makerspace event in 2013, such as make and take workshops, video game design, artist resident program, and etc. The research was conducted to examine if makerspace activities offered to expand or limit the conceptualization of makerspace and making. In this article, the authors interviewed Madison public librarians to see how they conceptualized Makerspace. It was concluded by many of the librarians, the focus should not be on high technology or individual tools, but rather on building community through access of experts and ideas. Many librarians agree that exposure to idea in various ways would be more beneficial than high-tech gadgets, and makerspace happens regardless of materials, but rather with connections to people. One major takeaway from this article was that the makerspace is not about high-tech material, but about bringing people together to share resources, expertise, and ideas. It is about bringing communities together rather than engaging in your idea as an individual. One thing I can apply from this article is when creating the makerspace design, it's not about what students can produce, but rather bringing the students together to share their ideas, express their thoughts, and being a part of a collaborative community. First website, makered.org. MakerEd is a website designed to help creators imagine, design, and create their ideas in their own space and become their own makers. It provides support to researchers and help them to understand the concept of makerspace, how to design and facilitate their learning, manage their own makerspace, and etc. It has an in-person and virtual website, free online resources and publications, and connects networkers to their local, regional, and national levels. The resource library gives access to many articles and guidebooks for various makerspace ideas, along with categories for learning activities, program design, and makerspace management. MakerEd published guides, tools, and articles starting from 2015 to the current year. One major takeaway from this website allows researchers to read about other makers and how they started their makerspace activity, their trials and error, and the lessons that they achieved from it. It shares expertise, ideas, and help to share their ideas and thoughts with the communities locally, district, and nationwide. One thing I can apply is using this website to help with makerspace idea and using library resource when searching for ideas, concepts, and toolkits. Second website, oebd.org. Open Education Database website has a section for Librarian's Guide to Makerspace, 16 resources that helps readers understand about Makerspace, Makerspace event, and many different resources. The website lists Makerspace 16 resources, and it is filled with relevant articles, blogs, and resources regarding Makerspace. It also features not only Makerspace ideas, but STEM activities, ideas for makerspace kits, podcasts, and etc. The website also provides directories for Makerspace, Maker Faire, and Hackerspace. This website would be a great resource for starting teacher librarians. One major takeaway from this website is that it is a great starting place for novice librarians to read about various blogs and articles for starting ideas for their own makerspace design. One thing I can apply from this website is reading the blogs about how to grow as a teacher librarian through creating, constructing, and collaborating in my classroom. Now, here is my reference, and thank you so much for your attention. Have a great day.